Greetings RC friends, welcome to Props and Wheels and to another tailgate review. If you haven't watched our previous tailgate review, let me show you what it is. This is the tailgate of my car and I'll be doing a review out of it at our Aero Junkie secret flying location number 2. I'm excited about this review because I love mini warbirds, and this is another mini warbird that I'll be reviewing. And I had reviewed 3 mini warbirds, two from Eachine, one from Volantex RC. Those 2 brands are actually both from EXW, they are sister brands. And those 3 were warbirds, T28 Trojan, the F4U Corsair, as well as the Mustang, P51D Mustang. Those are all, same between Eachine and Volantex RC. This, on the other hand, is I bought it listed as WLtoys. It has the WLtoys branding and it says XKS. So XK is, as far as I know, the higher end brand of WLtoys. The problem is I haven't had great success with WLtoys and especially XK planes before. But I'm still excited about this review because of this plane. The controller here, the little plane, and this is a model of P40 Warhawk, and they call it the A220. And this is basic, very basic. It comes with just a 4-channel XK radio. This has gyro stabilization. They call it 3D 6G system. And interestingly, this has the same mechanism, the prop attachment mechanism, as the Eachine and Volantex RC Mini Warbird series, it looks like. I'm not sure if this is a rebranded version of one of those, because you see, this is just going to pop in. Maybe they just copied it or changed it enough so that they can actually do it this way. So it should be going in like this if I can figure it out. It's definitely more difficult to put that in than this is supposed to clip on, but I don't seem to be able to find the orientation for it. Just okay, here we go. All right, clipped on. So this came out of the bag. What else do we have in the bag? A spare propeller, not the spinner though, and a handy little screwdriver, and 2 main landing gear, a little USB style charger for the battery, a bag of these screws. Probably these are spare screws because everything should be ready to go, and also a little tail wheel, and that's it. How many batteries does the transmitter take? It takes 4 AA batteries. So what I'm going to do next is get the battery out of the plane. Usually they pack it in here on the bottom, and charge it up and get the plane ready for its first flight, for the maiden flight. Today is a little windy. We're expecting less wind, but the forecast turned out to be wrong. We have a little more wind, but I have seen other ultra micro planes flying. So if this has good stability system, gyro system, this shouldn't have problem flying in this like 7-8 mile per hour winds. So let's get started, charge it up, and be ready for the maiden flight. By the way, the instruction manual is really good, although it's not colorful or anything. The English is good and everything is covered. Just going to quickly show you how to install the landing gear. So for the rear gear, the tail gear, just make sure that it's pointing towards back. It's angled back like this. And then it says right, left, but what you have to do is make sure that it is angling forward and the wheel is facing outward. So this will be the left. As you see, the wire is coming from inside and then the wheel is facing out. and then just do the opposite with the other one. And these gears are really funny, like they're really long. I don't know why they made it that way. So that's not very scale, but hey, as long as they work, that's fine with me. And also on the controller, it's very simple. You connect the battery, turn on the control, it will bind. And this is 6G 3D switch, so if you press once, it will go into aerobatic mode, so it will take off the stability control. And then you press again, it will go to 6G mode, and it will engage the gyroscope. And this is for high and low rates. And I put the batteries in, so when the little battery is fully charged, we'll be doing the maiden flight. It is past 5 p.m. The sun is setting. It's time to fly this baby. The wind died down, that's a good thing. The windsock over there is not moving much, so it's perfect conditions for this little guy. According to the instructions, you have to connect the battery and then quickly put it on a flat surface and then turn on the transmitter. And it is moving already. Okay, I'm going to tuck the battery in. Which way does it go best? This way? It's a little tight in here. And while I'm doing this, I'm hearing the servos working. So it means that the stability control is working. Okay. This should go in. Okay. So with the wires coming out from the battery from top front, you can just tuck everything in like this and the latch should close with a little bit of determination. It doesn't want to click in. I hope it won't open. Okay, it latched. All right, I can hear the servos. So everybody's leaving. Final checks. Right, aileron left, up, down. And this is the rate switch. This is high rate, low rate, high rate, low rate. You can see it in the deflection. So far so good. 2 beeps means acro mode or 3D mode. 1 beep on the right means that it is on gyro mode. So let's see if it's going to take off well from the ground. No! I was pulling up elevator, but it still was able to get the nose down and scratch my brand new prop. Okay, let's put this back in. This one is a little trickier to put in, unfortunately, compared to the Eachine models. Okay. Alright. This surface is a little rough, so I'm going to do hand launch. Come back. Here, I'm going to the hand launch. 75% power. Alright, here it goes. I'm going to try to keep it close. Alright, this is the quite stable actually. It flies really good. I didn't even have to give any up elevator that I'm turning, but the turn radius is big, as you can see, and out of view quite quickly. So I just put it on the high rate mode and it turns a little quicker, and actually the rudder really helps. So if you do coordinated turns, it turns better, but during the turns you have to give a little bit of throttle, otherwise it starts losing altitude. Right now I'm again at 50% throttle or so. Let's bring it down a little bit so you can actually see it. Probably it's a speck on your screen right now. And this is really stable. So far it's really good. It is at least as good as the Eachine and Volantex RC plane so far. Nice. And I still have not tried out the manual mode or 3D mode. Yeah, during the turns you have to give a little bit of a throttle, and suddenly it just raises the nose up. Okay, I'm going to, it's totally high enough, so I'm going to, I engage the acro mode or 3D mode, so there shouldn't be any nannies, and I should be able to do loops like that. Wow, that was a tight loop. It is quick. Whoa. Okay, I I got it out of control a little bit, so I just pressed the right button and the 6G, the gyro mode, kicked in and stabilized it. So train your finger to do that. If you get into trouble, you can always do that. So I'm going to put it on the low rate and then disengage the gyro mode. So this is manual mode. Yeah, you have to be careful. Even like this is just really touchy. So you have to have very sensitive thumbs and hopefully no wind when you're flying this, because I can tell this can be upset by very little wind. I know the wind died down quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to put it again on high rate and let's see if I can do, yep, the roll was good. But these controls, the center points are not very accurate. So you pull and suddenly it just goes up like that. I don't know, I was able to show it. So the middle 20%, 15-20% of this controller is just dead zone. So you have to just pass that in order to start turning, and then it starts turning suddenly or just going up and down suddenly. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to attempt to bind this to my jumper T-Light, which became, okay, I put the stability mode because it was too close to the ground. I could have probably saved it, but I didn't want to take the chance. I was saying I'm going to put it on I'm going to try to bind it to my jumper T-Light, and that should give much better control because it has hobby grade potentiometers. Okay, so I'm going to land it now. Oh, that was a hard landing. So this is one thing I had before with XK planes. Maybe it's just the controller. So even on my glider, I think A800, it did the same thing. So you pull, you let go of the right stick and then it suddenly goes down, and then it just goes into this fight against the gyro because it thinks that straight and level is actually nose down. And I don't know why that happens, and it doesn't happen all the time, but that's what you have seen coming in. I was just pulling, I let go, and then suddenly it's diving, and now I'm overcompensating. But good thing that they also made, like the Eachine and Volantex RC planes, this poppable, so it didn't break anything. So I can just pop this back on, and it is good to go again. So what do I think so far? Yes, I like it. Great job, WLtoys XKS. This P40 Warhawk or A220 designation, it's really good. It's really good, as good as my Eachine and Volantex RC Mini Warbird series. And at one point, I would love to fly these all together. If I can get both of my sons helping me out and another friend, maybe we'll get all of the 4 up in the air before the winter comes. I don't want to promise because the days are getting shorter and the weather is getting colder. If I manage binding this to my jumper T-Light, I'm going to make another video. And if that happens, you will see the difference between the toy grade controller that comes with it and a hobby grade controller. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for other videos coming. Stay safe and healthy. Hope to see you on the next video. And I'm going to end this by a ground roll takeoff. Hopefully this time I'll be able to make it. Alright, I'm going to give full elevator and then full throttle and adjust it with the rudder if I need to. Okay, that worked. But now, as soon as I let go, do you see? As soon as I let go of the elevator to the center, it's kind of coming down. Now it's stabilized. Now it's stabilized. Alright folks, I'm going to end it here. Hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.